farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning and thank you for starting your day with Midwest Farm Weekly. I'm Elaine Wells. In your news headlines, prices on several commodities are now in for January. Wisconsin farmers got an average of $4.45 per bushel of corn. This is according to the latest report from USDA. That is $1.75 below last year at this same time. Soybeans also fell around $1.50, averaging $12.60 per bushel. Hay is a bright spot for producers if they have some to sell. Wisconsin averaged $191 in January. That is a year-over-year increase of $34. The average milk price, $18 per hundredweight. That is $4 below January of 2023. After 3 days of intense competition in Madison, a washed rind, semi-hard cow's milk cheese has been named the best in the world. It's the 2024 World Champion cheese. The cheese is called Hornbacher. It's made by a now four-time world champion cheesemaker who calls Switzerland home. A total of 25 countries and 32 U.S. states were represented at the championship cheese contest. With an impressive 84 best-of-class finishes, American cheesemakers earned the highest number of gold medals. Wisconsin dairy processors claimed 39 of those first-place finishes. So if you're watching all of this wondering how do you apply to be an official taste tester, you better start building your resume now. I had the chance to shadow a local judge who explained what makes a great cheese.
This year I celebrate 50 years as a Wisconsin licensed cheesemaker. I worked in cheese plants most of my life, made cheese, did a lot of grading of cheeses, different cheeses. So the big thing is you want to experience a lot of different cheeses, learn what their characteristics are. So when you grade out here at a contest, okay, this is what my expectation is of that cheese.
Wisconsin's Terry Linsmeyer is one of 53 internationally renowned judges at the World Championship Cheese Contest. Evaluations start with the external appearance of the cheese.
It's only a very small part, like 0.05 points we can deduct for that. But that little bit can make a big difference between a first, second, third, or 10th. Presentation is part of what we work for when we bring cheeses into the stores and that. We want our cheese to look good. So we're trying to help the cheesemaker. Okay, help you prepare your cheese for a contest. Getting it to look good is part of it also. Tight packaging, no wrinkles in the package. So that's all part of it. That's where we start.
Judges pull out a plug or sample of cheese and put it through the paces using many senses.
We'll draw it across our nose, looking for the aroma of the cheese. That'll tell you many times where you're going to go with that cheese. Sometimes you can smell off flavors. You can smell on a cheese like a mozzarella, a fresh mozzarella, the milky, I'll call it the milky smell that comes from a fresh cow's milk or whatever, goat milk or whatever. So that's all part of it. Should the cheese have open body? By that I mean openings, or should be tight knit, very closed, no openings. That's the characteristics there.
You'll notice judges testing the resilience.
In other words, when I squeeze it, it should spring back at me. That's a sign of a good cheese maker making his cheese. And we'll bend that cheese. On cheddar, for example, we want to see a slight arc on it. If we bend that plug, and that's what we call that, we take out a tri-air plug, and it breaks readily, that's a short-bodied cheese. That's a defect.
Top finishers are often separated by slim margins. The world champ scored 98.98 out of 100, while the first runner-up finished with a score of 98.92.
There's no perfect cheese in the world. We all strive to be perfect, but I don't think any of us as judges have ever seen the perfect cheese. There's always something that, it could be this a little better or that a little better. But when you get here, because this is the elite of the elite here, cheesemakers send their cheese in for a couple of reasons. Some send it in, okay, where do I stand as how my quality of cheese is? They probably don't expect to a first, second, or third, but that feedback they get might help them improve the product, so in the next year, maybe they'll move up.
For those cheesemakers taking home a gold,
they use it as a very good promotional tool. You know, my cheese placed first at the World Championship Cheese Contest, and it's a good marketing tool.
and a chance for everyone to sharpen their skills.
A guy that's been doing it like me for a long time, you learn every time you come here and get John's cheese.
Sample plenty of cheese. And we did have a local cheese placed in the top 20. Congratulations to Henning's Cheese, based in Kiel. Their aged cheddar was one of 2 Wisconsin cheeses to make the finalists out of more than 3,000 entries. Well, the Midwest bucked a national trend, according to the latest Census of Agriculture. While female involvement on farms fell slightly around the nation, in the Midwest, we grew by 4%. 25-year-old Maddie Buckingham is the 6th generation to farm her family land. At her dad's suggestion, she signed up for something called Annie's Project. It's an ag class for women. The course covers everything from the business side to raising livestock and crops. The census showed a shift in the way women are involved in their farm operation.
I'm seeing a lot of women getting their boots dirty, wanting to be in the barn, wanting to know the why, the what, wanting to be more hands-on, and some are even still going to a day job in the city and coming home at night and running the family farm.
The number of kids that we're having has changed. The number of kids that want to stay on the farm has changed, and that gender relationship to the farmer has really evolved over time.
Alaska experienced the most significant growth among women farmers nationwide, with 1,022 women farmers. That's an increase of 21%. In contrast, Arizona experienced the largest decline, losing more than 2,000 women farmers. That's a 13% drop. Locally, an upcoming event is aimed at empowering women in agriculture to learn and network. The Vital 2024 conference will be at the Farm Wisconsin Discovery Center on Thursday, April 4th from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And regional dairy educator Erica Bierstrom is here with details on this event and quite a few others that you will want to get signed up for. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, we start with that Vital conference. This is an event that has become very popular. Who do you suggest attending?
Everyone is invited, first of all. The program itself, though, we are focusing the day on women. It's a good time for them to get off the farm, to work with their peers, learn from their peers, and it's a dairy production meeting. We want to stress that part of it. Yeah. So it will be a very dairy topic focused meeting, but it's a meeting for women to just get off the farm for the day and enjoy the company of other women.
I saw your agenda. You're on it, first
Yes.
of all. What are you going to be covering and what else do you have in store?
I will be covering a health topic, bovine leukosis virus, and we have 2 other of our colleagues, extension colleagues. One will be talking about the other AI, artificial intelligence, and the other will be on raising calves and colostrum.
We know that people are so focused on the now in farming, right? You have to address those day-to-day topics, but future planning is also something that is very critical. People aren't sure where to start. You have a series of succession planning workshops coming up, and they're free to attend.
They are free to attend. They're a succession workshop. It's for anyone who's thinking about it 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Probably should have done it 5 years ago. There's a lot of people in a lot of different places with successions, so this meeting is free and we hope people sign up and attend.
I noticed there was a number of different sites. There is one in Green Bay, right?
There is one in Green Bay. It's on the west side at the library over in the Howard area, and so we will have that meeting. Again, it's free. It's in the afternoon. They just need to sign up. It's important to sign up, but we would love to see them there. And again, it's open to anyone who's even considering succession at this point.
And maybe a good way to start that conversation, because it can be tricky.
It's a difficult conversation for a lot of people. So that's probably why some should have started it a while ago and some aren't prepared for it yet. So this is a good place. We have Kelly Wolford and Joy Kirkpatrick, who are 2 outreach specialists for Extension, and they'll be talking about their specialties of weighing the risks and just kind of getting prepared.
Finally, if people have questions about dairy margin coverage, we know enrollment has now opened. There's not a real long window this year. You guys have a great event to answer all of those questions.
Yes, next Friday we have the dairy margin coverage webinar with Leonard Polzine, who is kind of our new outreach person specifically on dairy markets. So he'll be doing a webinar on that. People can ask questions ahead of time if they have them. And that will be recorded, but again, probably should sign up for that first, so make sure that they get the recording afterwards.
Anything else that's on your radar that you want to make sure people are getting on their calendar?
Sure. Well, spring planting's coming up a lot sooner than I think a lot of people were expecting this year, so we have pesticide applicator training. There are a few still left going on, so just check our website for that, and at least in my office, and then a lot of the other local offices, if people are doing the self-test at home, they can get that exam scheduled anytime. and just call their local office to get that exam scheduled, because usually the tests only go with the training, but if they're doing the self-study, then we can do that at any time.
And I know not specifically for these, but your team is so passionate about making sure people have access, and that includes Spanish language as well. A lot of these are offered in Spanish.
Yes, it depends on the class. We have manure applicators even that's offered in Spanish, but it depends on that location and which class is being offered at that time. So just to check the website, see what's available.
Whether you are attending the VITAL conference or you have questions about DMC, maybe succession planning, you can register for all of these online. A lot of free options, but they still need to know that you're coming. And we'll have links to do all of that on our website. Check under the Midwest Farm tab on wearegreenbay.com. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Well, the smell of springtime is in the air, and for farmers, that means manure applicating is underway very early compared to a lot of years. Alexis, we've had some warm temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, we're finishing up the final full week of winter with no snow on the ground because of how warm we have been. Current snowpack is 0 here across the entire state of Wisconsin. As of Thursday, we have only accumulated just over 33 inches of snowfall for the season. Normally for this time of the year, we should have been seeing around 47 inches, and we blew that away just a year ago. In 2023, we saw almost 64 inches of snowfall at this time. Now, it is already March. Typically this month we see about 8 inches of snowfall. Haven't seen that yet, and we average about 2 inches of liquid precipitation. Haven't seen that either. Average low temperature for this month is around 23.9 degrees and average high temperature just about 40 degrees as well. We will start to see more average temperatures as we head through this weekend. 51 for Saturday, much cooler by Sunday. Next chance for flurries is Sunday. Monday 39 degrees, 43 as we officially begin spring on Tuesday, and that's our next chance for some light snow as well. 46 Wednesday, 45 on Thursday, and then relatively average temperatures as we head into the next weekend. Now, the Climate Prediction Center does have us in this slightly below average category for temperatures. Cooler air will start to build in north and west of Green Bay. Warmer categories the further east and west you go of Wisconsin, but most of the Midwest is in this near average category for temperatures. However, for precipitation, we are in this above normal category for precipitation for the entire country. So likely we will see more rain and even snowfall come through over the next week and a half. Right now it looks like we could see anywhere from a quarter up to potentially a half of an inch of rainfall come through as we head into the next 10 days. So towards the end of March. Same thing for most of the Midwest. And for snowfall, finally looking to see some light snow, if not maybe a little bit more come through within the next week and a half as well. Now into the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for March through May, we do stay in this above average category for temperatures, so likely we will jump back up with warmer temperatures headed towards April, and we are in this equal chances for precipitation category as we head towards May as well. Could see more rain as we head into this month of spring. Stay with us. More ag news coming up after the break.
Well, Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And joining me today is Tom Lohr. Tom, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
First of all, Tom, could you tell me what you do?
I'm Sales and Marketing Director on the feed ingredient side for Quality Roasting out of Valders. We've got production facilities in Owen, Wisconsin and Reese, Michigan as well, and one coming soon online in Reedsville, Wisconsin.
Right. And I did a segment with Quality Roasting about a year ago, and I want to talk a little bit differently about what Quality Roasting does. You're following our presentation today talking about Plenish soybeans. Yeah. And, what is Quality Roasting's role in dealing with Plenish soybeans?
It's been an opportunity that's unfolded somewhat slowly for the last 3 years. It started to evolve on the East Coast just because those farmers were looking for some other options, feeding options, and on the food side. So our role is really to provide a lot of different options for the customer, selling beans, utilizing the meal to feed back to their animals. We do have a refinery where we can refine that oil as well. So.
Right. And earlier today we talked about ways to utilize Plenish soybeans on farm, but feeding raw beans or roasting them or processing them. But you're in Valders. Let's hit the easy button. and let's just take them to you guys, right?
Yeah, especially if a dairy producer wants to try the technology without a kind of a low cost of entry, to utilize our facilities, our know-how. Ever since 1991, they've been roasting beans there, and so a lot of technology, a lot of experts in-house doing the processing side, whether it's just straight roasted beans to feed back to cows, or whether it's processing the beans into a meal form and diverting some of the oil into the food market.
Right, because there is a definite process that you follow to keep consistency across the board, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so, what is your product? You actually sell Exceller meal, right?
Exceller Pro.
It's Exceller Pro, correct?
Yeah, we rebranded that as of the first of the year, anticipating some different lines of product. Ever since the early 2000s, we've had one meal to sell back for dairy producers to use, and that was Exceller meal. But with the Plenish advent, we may have 2 different or 3 different product lines. So
okay, so if I'm a dairyman and wanted to try one of these products, I could buy it from you, correct?
Yeah, it will be a kind of a premium to a regular soybean meal because there is more value in the feeding value. And we are buying those soybeans, kind of contracting them on an acreage basis now, starting, for new crops. So the planting season this spring, we're going to contract acres to buy in the fall.
Right. This one more question for you, Tom, is in the process of refining soybeans or making meal or roasted beans, there's oil involved. What do you do with the oleic oil coming out of the soybeans?
So the oil has some really great properties used in the cooking industry, in fryers. It actually, like in the fast food industry, the oil holds up about 2 to 3 times longer than what normal fryer oil would. So we would take that oil and put it through our refinery, put it in jugs or sell it in bulk back to whatever food industry want to use that.
So it's a food grade product.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful use for the oil then.
Yeah.
So Tom, thank you so much for your time today. A wealth of information. Again, hit the easy button, right? Come to
That's
Quality
right.
Roasting.
We
right?
appreciate having the opportunity to be in front of you, Jeremy. So thanks.
Yes, thank you. So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
Welcome back. A sure sign we will be planting soon. It's the WPS Farm Show coming up March 26th through the 28th in Oshkosh. Matt Cullen is here with all of the need-to-know details. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Great to see you as well.
Well, we have big news. Let's start off with that. Totally free to attend this year.
Absolutely. So we've had a taste of spring weather already here in Wisconsin this winter, but this is really a sign that spring is finally here. The 62nd WPS Farm Show is back in Oshkosh at the EAA grounds. We're thrilled to bring it back, and even more excited that admission is completely free this year. Admission has been free to attend the show in the past, but complimentary parking is being sponsored this year by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Greenstone Farm Credit Services, and Compure Financial. So we're appreciative to them for helping us with that aspect of the show, and glad to have everyone be able to come out to Oshkosh and see everything that's going on in the world of agriculture here over the 3 days in Oshkosh.
Walk us through what we can expect from the show. A great chance to sit in equipment, see it in person.
Absolutely. So this year we've got 400 exhibitors from 22 different states across the U.S., as well as 2 countries that are attending. We've got exhibitors from Canada that are going to be here for the show as well. And it's a chance to really see everything that can help farms of all different sizes operate as efficiently as possible, whether you're a small dairy operation or you're a large farm that's looking to grow and expand. Large farm machinery, obviously with a farm show, that's always a big staple of the show. Robotic milking technology, precision planting equipment, everything and anything that a farmer might need to really maximize the efficiency on their farm.
That includes lunch, right? That is always a critical component of the day, no different at the show. What will we find in your food tent, which also highlights Wisconsin agriculture?
Absolutely, and we're proud to be able to have the state nonprofit associations being a part of the WPS Farm Show food tent. They sell delicious products that include beef, bison, dairy, potatoes, all sorts of different products that you can find. And I always tell people, I think you could really spend almost the entire show just trying every single item that's on the menu, and you wouldn't be disappointed. There's always something there for everyone, something delicious that you can pick up, whether it's for a snack or for your lunch that day.
You really do encourage people to bring their kids.
Absolutely. And there's things for, people of all ages really to be able to check out. For someone who maybe is considering coming to the show, again, the large farm machinery, it's very popular to be able to see people checking that out, seeing what the newest advancements and developments are. But for the kids, there's also the opportunity to take part on Wednesday at the Kiddie Tractor Pull at 12:30 in the middle of the
Yay, Grounds in Oshkosh.